You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White sports fans? John the Matrix here, and I am back with another video. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. Also, check out the join button and the merch as well. Let's get into this, folks. We had a live stream earlier today, and we were actually talking about what level of wokeness would we actually see this week on the football field when it comes to all the pregame stuff. You know, week one, kneeling for the anthem, Black Lives Matter, all that stuff. But the networks, they're not actually showing the national anthem anymore during the pregame. I think they realize, hey, the ratings are down. Let's not actually show anything. But, we can find out about stuff on the back end. Okay. But Wednesday, we got the decision in the Breonna Taylor case, and we found out that the police officers were not going to be charged with the murder of Breonna Taylor because it wasn't murder. Was it homicide? Yes, it was homicide. Homicide is just the manner that caused the death, okay? Because she was hitting the crossfire of bullets that the police fired back after her boyfriend fired at the police officers first, okay? And there's been riots out there in Kentucky, and we knew that the NFL would start their protests once again this week. And since we're not actually seeing the national anthem or anything like that, but we still do get to see, pregame stuff, okay? And the Washington Redskins, well, the team formerly known as the Washington Redskins, and they're just the Washington football team now, they actually showed what they were going to do. During the pregame, they were all walking around the field with Breonna Taylor t-shirts on. And it looked very, very similar to the BLM Black Lives Matter t-shirts that the Marxist NBA of China, those players are wearing when they're actually kneeling for the national anthem before every game. But I'll move on. So you can see here that they have Breonna deserves better on the shirt. That's what they say on there. And I say this. Any rational person would not actually charge these police officers with murder. I know guys that watch our videos all the time, we probably sound like a broken record, but I think that the message needs to get out there. There's a false narrative still going on around there that the police just barged in, shot her in her bed dead, and blue check marks on Twitter are still saying that, and it's a 100% complete lie. That didn't happen. Her name was on the warrant. The police, they went up there, they knocked on the door, and her boyfriend fired at the cop, almost killing a police officer. He almost bled out. And the police, they returned fire. And it's unfortunate, that Breonna Taylor died. It's a tragedy, man. It really, really is a tragedy. But here's the thing, man. If Breonna Taylor deserved better so much, why didn't she care about herself that much either then? And what I mean is, why did she decide to associate herself with drug dealers? Why did she want to be about that life? If she really, really deserved better, folks, she would have made better decisions in her life. She bears a lot of responsibility for herself not being here now. She wanted to date drug dealers, multiple drug dealers. And as far as we know, as far as Kenneth Walker goes, we don't think he's a drug dealer. I don't believe that he was. But her ex-boyfriend, Jamarcus Glover, she kept associating with him. She kept being around him. She kept holding his money for him. There's documents out there, man, that she was the money person in this drug ring. Don't go to trap houses. Trap houses is where the drugs were. You don't go to those places. You need to have some self-accountability, But I guess these players, man, they don't believe in self-accountability, Because think of this, man. When athletes get in trouble, man, they always want to make excuses. They really, really do. And just yesterday, some NBA player actually got in trouble, I believe, for like drugs or something, got arrested. It's all about self-accountability, folks. Stop blaming other people for you making bad decisions. And I believe that the reason that these athletes keep thinking irrationally is because, think of it, man. We have enabled them going all the way back to when they were in middle school and high school, You can never do no wrong because you're a great athlete. And when these athletes start hearing this all the time, it goes to their head. They're thinking, man, I'm invincible. I know everything. My opinion is much better than yours. So they don't think rationally, folks. I really, really do mean that. They don't think rationally, and whatever they believe in their mind, they believe is gospel. They truly do think like that. Breonna Taylor was not a saint. Not a saint. But the level of wokeness, it keeps going up now. It keeps going up. It may not be at the level of week 1 in the NFL, but, they still got those words in the end zone, in racism, and it takes all of us. But this wasn't even a racially motivated death. The police didn't go there because Breonna Taylor was black. They were going there because she was on the warrant. She was associating herself with known drug dealers. And apparently she was the money person in this drug ring. And I know there's media and everything out there that's trying to debunk all of that. I mean, they're even trying to fact check Brandon Tatum when it came to the police report that was released, 40 pages. They tried to debunk all of that. It's out there on USA Today. But the Attorney General of Kentucky came out and said what the grand jury found. The grand jury, I'm pretty sure they got a whole bunch more stuff than what we know. And they said this wasn't murder. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that this was not murder. But Breonna Taylor could have avoided all of this herself if she actually took self-responsibility, if she held herself accountable for associating with known criminals. It's just that simple, man. I feel very, very bad for her family. I really do. I know there's people out there that's saying, well, they got $12 million. They should be happy. No, they still lost a family member. Money can't replace a family member. But I even believe that they need to take this into consideration. She wanted to be about that life, and it caught up with her. I'm going to say it again, man. When you associate with drugs, be around drugs, it's only going to end 2 ways, death or prison. And unfortunately for her, it ended in death. That's just the way it is, guys. But I'm not surprised, that a team went out there, virtue signaled, and pretty much, celebrating criminals. Because we have allowed athletes for far too long to think that they know every single thing out there. Nobody ever tells them no. They're like little kids, that always, begging for candy. And if you keep giving them candy, they're going to think, I can get my way all the time. I know everything. And that's just not the case, folks. It's just not the case. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? The Washington Redskins walking around in a Breonna Taylor t-shirt that says Breonna deserves better. And here's the thing, folks. Also, people on Twitter, because they posted this on Twitter, talking about bigger than football. And there's actually people in their mentions, saying, well, she should have took accountability. They were also bringing up the drug dealers. Don't associate yourself with those people. And they are 100% spot on. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.